Do you remember riding your bike until the street lights came on? Many millennial parents are feeling nostalgic for the summers that they grew up with. Now they are trying to recreate those experiences with their kids. The trend is called giving your kids a 90s summer. It's a push to swap screens for activities. So I recently sat down with parenting expert Emily Oster. She's founder and CEO of Parent Data. We talked about why parents are jumping on this new trend. So let's talk about this. What is 90s summer?
So I think when parents are thinking about this, they're really thinking about two things. One is less screens. And the other is less parent scaffolding. So I think we're seeing the summer that our kids have where they're scrolling on YouTube while we drive them to 45 different enrichment camps.
Yeah.
And we're thinking, like, what about the summer where I wandered around the woods and learned about the natural consequence of sticking a stick in a hole?
Yes.
It's bees. And so I think that's the kind of nostalgia there.
You know, I fall guilty of that because I hover and I want to overprotect my kids. Yeah. But at the same time, I will criticize them and say, go outside. Go on an adventure. Come back bruised up, scraped up. I don't want to see you until it's nighttime. So how do we recreate that? How do we give that to them while still living in our same existence as 2020-something parents?
Yeah, so I think that's what's very hard, is you can't recreate the 1990s, as sad as it is. And so I think it's what parents need to think about is, what are the small pieces I want?
Gotcha.
I think for a lot of parents, it's about, how do I let my kids be out in the physical world a little bit more? How do I send them to the store, to the library, out to play without being so afraid, because we are a little afraid.
Yeah.
I think the other thing is, how do we find other parents to do this with?
Yes.
If your kid's the only kid alone in the woods, that's just weird. And so you got to, like, find out where can we push it with the other parents to say, hey, let's try to do this collectively so our kids can be together.
Yeah, because you need a little group to go on a true adventure. You know, as a parent, I struggle with screen time. How do we deal with that?
So I think screen time is all about saying, when is screen time happening and when is it not happening, and figuring out to draw the boundaries. So it should be totally fine as a parent to say, hey, when we're on the airplane, you watch TV as much as you want. But when we're at home and it's time to sit with your family at dinner, or it's time to go outside, you can take the screens. And that's not hypocritical. That's just rules.
Yeah. Compared to 90s parents, are parents these days a little bit more involved, more present?
So the data says yes. So the average amount of time moms spent with their kids in the 1990s is about 10.5 hours a week. That was up from about 7.5 hours a week in the mid-'80s.
Okay.
It's now like 15.8 hours.
It feels different.
People are spending so much more time with their kids, even though they are more likely to be working. So we're spending more time with our kids, which is great. But I think we can also recognize that, like, part of their development is learning to be on their own. How
do we deal with boredom for kids? Because you say sometimes boredom is good. Sometimes boredom is good.
I think if the kids say, I'm bored, you say, that's great. You know, I think part of it is controlling ourselves. And when our kid says are bored, we're trying to fill in, oh, did you try this? Did you try this? What about this? What about this? Just to be like, yeah, all right, well, go do something.
And what are some of the go-to activities this summer that can be like a Kickstarter to a 90s summer?
I think an easy Kickstarter activity is go out and run an errand for me. Is actually to do something that you give them some guidance. Like, you're bored, that's great. We need cereal. Here's some money, go outside and do that. And this is good because it gives them something to do. It gives you the ability to see they can go out and do something and come back, and that's confidence building for parents who want to give their kids more independence.
A little responsibility.
Little responsibility.
Put them on a little side quest action.
Side quest. Before the adventure, there's a side quest.
I'm reading 90s energy all over you. Emily Oster, thank you so much.
Great to see you.
Good to see you.